Okay, in the 1800s, we have this map. You see the orange is our country. This image shows a map of the United States in 1800. In 1800, the states that were part of America were those east of the Mississippi River. At this time, the states that were now located near the Great Lakes were called territories, right here. The area near the Gulf of Mexico was also a territory. All of the land west of the Mississippi was being explored but was not yet part of America. Okay, so this is 1800. How has it changed today? Here's your original colonies, your 13 states. These were territories. This was a territory here, and this was all yet to be explored. In your group, or on your paper first, write about the differences you notice. I'll see if I can just split here. Excuse me. Okay, talk at your groups.
We have grown. We explored all the West.
Hey, it's true. She said that the other place would have explored. Makes sense.
All right, Elise, what does your table say? So expanded from 13 states to 50 states. Good. And by expanding, by having more states, what else do we have more of? More land. Okay, we went from 360,000 square miles. I know you guys all know this because I know it too. Oops, I always do that. To over, you think it went over 1 million? 3.7 million. Do you guys remember what purchase was involved there? The Louisiana Purchase. Up to me. I know, I see. I got a lot of L's in my million. Okay, what one other thing would happen if you have more land? Yes, sir.
Higher population?
Yes, population increase. Went from 4 million people to 300 million people. So based on the two maps that we just looked at, we can come to the basic understanding that from the 1800s to the early 1900s, the United States grew massively in numbers of states, boundary, and population. In the late 1800s, there was a big push to create a transcontinental railroad that spanned America from the east to the west coast. Did you have a question? What?
I thought it was 13 colonies.
13 original colonies. Shout out, scout on. Janie. You think more money for the government? Taxes? Okay, so like I was saying, there was a big push to create a transcontinental railroad that spanned America from the east to the west. I want you to think the next question. I want you to think about this next question. Why do you think there was a push for the development of a transcontinental railroad? Okay, why do you think there was a push for the transcontinental railroad? And how do you think the development of the railroads across America relate to the growth of the United States? How did the development of the railroad relate to the growth? Pose these two questions right now to your group. This is just what I read right here. Transcontinent. Trans means across. Continent means the land we live on. So across the continent. From one side, from one ocean to the next. From sea to shining sea. Nathan Yang, be quiet. They love my singing. They missed it last week.
We got that recorded.
I know. You guys feel like you're in a social studies class? This is actually an 8th grade history standard. So, why do you think there was a push for development of this railroad, and how do you think the development of the railroads across America related to the growth of the U.S.? Does all kind of seem straightforward to you guys right now? This led to that? Okay, at your table, share your answers.
Now it's straight.
Increase cities, build more settlements. They built more developments.
They built more developments.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Wait. That's it?
I do it by choosing a question. I don't go bullet.
Okay, who has an answer? Crystal, do you have an answer? What do you want to say? Hold on, more immigration. So what? Oh. So more people came here from their own homeland, and what did they want here? They wanted what?
Food.
They wanted their own land, right? They wanted the American dream. Yes, sir. You guys are stuck on the government and the money. Yes. Huh? Oh, it's fine. It won't stop. How about trade? How did it affect trade? It allowed us what? Go ahead, Val. Allowed easier trade from coast to coast. So that built business. With those of you talking about the money and the taxes, that's right, cha-ching. Yes.
More people went to the West Coast.
More people were able to go to the West Coast, right? It was they felt a sense of adventure. Yes.
They probably thought it was better than all the other countries that didn't have them.
So pride. Good. Nathan, that one, and then that one.
Isn't it how the gold rush started? Like, they got populated and then somebody found gold.
Okay, so led to discoveries such as gold. Nathan Song.
Traveling by railroad was safer, cheaper, and faster.
Safer, cheaper, and
Faster.
he just said it all right there. Alicia.
New technology?
It was a form of new. Yes, over here.
Allowed access to more resources.
Good. Allowed access to more resources. Probably natural resources. Very good. The last question I want you to think about. We already talked about the push. What does the expansion across the continent during the 1800s tell you about Americans at that time? What did it tell you about the people? Okay, go ahead and write down what you think it tells you about the people. The fact they wanted to do a transcontinental railroad. They wanted to go west. What does that say about them? How would you describe them? Write that down and then we'll share. And that'll be it. That's our last question. Don't worry, Stephen, we still have AR reading. The question's right here. What does the expansion across the continent tell you about Americans at that time? Okay, share at your table.
They were eager, they were happy.
Which would you like better?
You got something to say?
Sort of the same.
You and Kaiho never share. What? I think the teach is supposed to just kind of expose you to the topic. You're going to read 2 or 3 articles tomorrow that you'll refer to. I'll talk about that at the end. Okay, let's wrap this up. This table over here, what do you guys have? What does it tell us about the Americans of that time?
Land.
Okay, wanted land. They're greedy.
Can't see it. Wanted to freeze it.
They wanted what? Oh, sorry. Joshua.
They wanted land transportation.
Quicker transportation. Shabbat.
They wanted wealth.
Greedy, huh? Don't we all want wealth? Affluence, Ivan.
They want to be like free, like others.
Freedom, lots of freedom. The rest of them. Huh? They wanted herbs. They wanted resources. Okay, so listen up. The last thing I'm going to tell you guys, you will learn more about the growth and expansion of America in the performance task you will be completing this week. Remember that the United States expanded rapidly during the 1800s and early 1900s, and all that growth happened when it was much more difficult to travel than it is today.